How many packs are in a fat pack?
8? 10?
8 or 10. Let's just call it 10.
Sure.
Let's call it 10.
Whatever.
So
I
there's
actually
10,
don't know.
And then I opened 4 just now. So that's 14. And I opened however many are in a guild kit. I think it's 5 or 6 plus your guild packs. So that's
7.
20, 21 packs I've opened.
Sure.
And I've got 0 Skewer the Critics. Not a single one. Not a single one.
Well, you only play EDH. Like, does it matter? Doesn't matter.
Someday, I could see myself going to a... I don't want to say Pauper, but maybe Pauper. Because I could run this in
dude,
Pauper.
I want to play Pauper so bad.
Pauper or maybe even Legacy, where you just play 20 lands and 40 bolts. And that's what Skewer the Critics is.
40 bolts.
It's 4 more lightning bolts, and I haven't opened a single one. And I'm not saying that they're stacked, but it's weird. You know? Like, you'd think that you'd open at least one. You'd think that I would get one.
I was talking to Joel. Hold on, I gotta let my prison tuck down. We don't get the green screen on anyways. This makes my hat too tight. It's like my brain's growing as I listen to you. I don't think that's the case.
Might be.
I was talking to Joel, and I don't know how the sheets work. I know that they used to work like you'd have uncommon 1, uncommon 2, uncommon 3, like...
Back before they had rares.
Well, they had rares, but they had different rarities at
rares.
uncommon, right? So Force of Will is less common than whatever in Alliance packs because it was like uncommon 1 or 3, whatever's more rare, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they still have like sheets that are cut where Skewer the Critics?
Skewer the Critics.
Skewer the Critics is like on one less sheet than other commons. Like the whole set doesn't fit on a sheet, right?
I've seen sheets. I saw sheets for the first time in Vegas, actually.
Oh, yeah?
That was neat.
I follow a uncut sheet group on Facebook, and I'm just waiting for like an invasion or plane shift or apocalypse or whatever. Like we're talking about building a set, right, with like canvas and the magic prints and shit that I have for over there, and I would love. Sometimes on like Magic Rarity groups and shit, like they'll have like those banners that were printed for sets. You know how they print like the big set symbol or like a famous card from the set. Like,
don't you have one of those too?
Well, I have a giant one. It's too tall to fit under the bulkhead in this room. It's like 9 feet tall. It's huge. I'm waiting to not spend $400 on Invasion, Plane Shift, Apocalypse.
That'd be cool. That'd be
or the same amount for Masks Block, so we can both have our own banners, right?
There we go.
I'm waiting to find one, but like the only ones that aren't expensive are the ones printed from paper, and or they're from a shitty set, or a set that I'm not interested. It's not that the set's shitty.
Well, Mask Block was pretty shitty. Nobody wants Mask Block stuff.
Yes,
except me.
Masks Block was shitty. But back then, all the banners that they printed for stores and tournaments and shit were all made out of vinyl, right? Fast forward a couple years to when the sets got really shitty, circa Kamigawa Block, they are all printed on paper. So it's like, they're paper, so they're cheap, but they're Kamigawa, so it's like it has some rat with big tits on it. Like I'm not into it.
How excited are people that they don't print like We're Sorry sets anymore, like Kamigawa?
Was that what it was? Like
no, there was like 4 years of apology. It's like here's Mirrodin, and we ruined our whole game by having Affinity. Here's
Kamigawa. Sorry, we just gotta like
hey guys, sorry, we just need to just stop all
that's
of
what
this.
Masks Block was.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
To Urza Block, right?
Here's Kamigawa, everything's terrible now. Let's do ninjutsu and legendaries that cost 100.
Ninjutsu turned good in EDH with that Yukiro, whatever her name is, from C18, right?
10 years later, and then after that it's like, hey guys, sorry Kamigawa sucked so bad. Here's Ravnica. They invented Ravnica to apologize to us for how bad Kamigawa was.
I'll take you one step deeper. Here's Mirrodin. Terrible. Destroys the game. Everybody quits. It sucks. Yeah. Here's Kamigawa.
People did quit in Mirrodin, by the by.
Oh, 100%. Here's Kamigawa. When they still did block constructed, so like just forget about Mirrodin. Just do Kamigawa block constructed. Please just do it. And they reprinted one of the cards in Spanish where it give you a 2/2 token instead of a 1/1 token. And then they had to like, oh, sorry for that too. And then they printed Ravnica as an apology for Kamigawa. And in Ravnica, they introduced Dredge. Then they were like, oh no, shit, sorry, Dredge. Sorry, every other Eternal format ever.
But Dredge in Ravnica wasn't actually that bad. I remember there was
Not in Ravnica block.
When I started back up in playing Standard and stuff, the first deck I built was Dredge, because Time Spiral came after Ravnica. And I was like,
dude.
I was like, oh my.
And that was where Bridge was, right?
Oh my god.
Bridge from low is
Bridge, Dread Return, Narcomoeba, all the things that make Dredge go were all in Future Sight. It's like, hey guys, here's some crazy shit we might do in the future. And then it's like, oh my god.
It's like insider trading. Somebody working on Kamigawa who was also like roommates with somebody that was working on Time Spiral, and they're like practicing in the Future League, and they're like, hey, you know what would be really good?
You know what would be awesome?
You know what would be awesome?
Is if somebody just wasn't playing Magic when everybody else is playing Magic. You totally win all the time! And then it did.
Oh.
And now they print Graveyard Hate that's super efficient and super good at every set they build. God damn it.
Dude.
It gets harder and harder to be a Dredge player every year.
Every day almost. The rate sets are printed.
Like every day somebody throws a ketchup packet at me and it's like, oh, why? Dredge!
Some guy's riding by on his bike. F you, Brando!
Yeah, except that's not the good kind of F you. It's because I play Dredge.
Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Anybody who's out there watching this thinking, there's no way that Dredge is that good. Just mull to 1 and have the 1 be Bazaar of Baghdad and then win the game on turn 2. Because I've done that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What is that? You tap it to draw 2,
discard 3. So it's like draw Grave Troll, Stinkweed Imp. Chuck those.
So you mull to 1, you keep your Bazaar, play it, tap it, draw 2 cards, discard 3. So you just draw 2, discard 2.
Yeah.
And then on turn 2, instead of drawing, you just dredge like 14.
Yeah.
Or dredge 10, dredge whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You dredge your bridge from below, and you make a bunch of 2/2s, and
during
you give
your
them haste with Ancient Zeliot after you sacrifice all your Narcomoebas.
During your upkeep, before you draw, you tap to draw 2.
You do it again. You do it again,
and then just dredge for your turn. Dredge again.
Yeah, you untap your Bazaar, you tap it to draw 2, but then you dredge you 10, and then you do all the dredge shit, and then I guess I'll draw for my turn.
And that's how I placed Forest and Vintage.
Just funny. Once. It's funny we're the Commander podcast and we're talking about days gone by of Dredge and Vintage.
I know.
I don't even know if people play Dredge and Vintage anymore.
Probably not.
You know what?
They should.
The new from Ravnica, Allegiance, Lavinia, Azorius Renegade or whatever, like the hate bear that doesn't let you cast spells greater than the number of lands you control.
I like her.
She sees playing Vintage. She's good, dude.
She's an excellent card.
Yeah, like the Teferi Knowledge Pool lock needed any help, right? Let's make it cost 2 instead of 5, and let's give them white so they have all the best removal.
Good move.
I like the card.
I like the card too. And she's not even that much money.
No, I mean...
I don't like to talk about money on cards.
I mean, foil Russian ones, foil Korean ones, foil Japanese ones. I mean, foil foreign language of your choice is going to be lots.
Yeah, but if you just want a player, like, you can go to your store and buy them. We could go to Collector's Lane in Saskatoon and just buy her.
Nobody wants to play her. Nobody wants to play against her. You're playing Lavinia? Okay, I'll see you later.
Well, yeah.
Because everybody... like,
you're going to win Heffernan, aren't you?
Here's the thing. She's Azorius... Hate Bear, Control. Like, do you like playing against Grand Arbiter, Augustine the 4th?
I can't complain about it anymore. I gotta play stacks. I can't complain about it anymore.
Well, yeah, but like, I can't complain about, like, I almost said something really dirty. You don't have to like it. You just can't complain about it. Do you like it?
No.
Then, just, like, that's what we're talking about, right?
So, I guess. The moral of the story is, after all of this, Ravnica Allegiance, all the packs are stacked to make sure that I don't get a Skewer the Critics.
You specifically.
Me specifically. And I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why. But That's the thing. I don't know why they're doing that.
That's it.
It's the worst. I just want to bolt.
Oh, we get bolts at MF in Calgary.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like foil full art ones just for showing up.
Just for being there. Welcome to hell.
I'm so happy that we got a whole house. I'm going to go there. We're going to go to like Sobeys or something, and we're just going to pick up enough food for like the 5 days that we're there to not die. And then the rest of the budget is just going to be on like fucking pill.
You know how many meals I'm going to eat at the house?
1.
0 of them, because I'm going to go drinking all the time, because I love drinking in downtown Calgary. I love it.
I just hope it's not like... I hope... 2 things. I hope that it's not minus 40, because it could be. It's March in Canada. It's cold.
Yeah.
The other thing that it could be is like 100-mile-an-hour wind. So I'm driving to Calgary one time when I lived there. I'm driving back there. It's like January 15th, 14th, whatever. And 100-mile-an-hour wind. Like they shut down the city buses because every fleet in the city just like tipped over sideways because it was so windy.
I've been there for those too. That's terrible.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.